Are we live? Are we on the air?
I forget how cool looking this place is.
Thank you.
And you added a beautiful accent piece to
This is
the
nothing.
space as
This
well.
is so fucking cool, man. It's awesome. It looks really good in here. All the colors and everything.
It really does. It really matches very well, dude. For sure, I agree.
So I just wanted to say, so I'll fully admit, most of the time when we get in pod, I like to do things off the top. I don't like to have any outside influence, but for this one, since we have Darek and Derek, I went to AI for a little inspiration. Now, AI wanted me to shade you. The first one said, one's a Darek, one's a Derek. One spells it like a normal person, the other spells it like a password. I didn't think that was that great.
Okay. But I do think that that's the, I don't know, that's the norm. People trying to spell things different ways to be unique.
We asked for a Derek. The universe sent us a Derek. We're rolling with it.
All right. I like it.
I think you have the most unique way I've ever seen Derek spelled. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the D-E-R-I-C-K or whatever, or my way, you have a very unique way because it's D-A-R-E-K, right?
Yeah, isn't that like the most phonetic, right? Like the Dare t-shirts, Derek.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. It's definitely been a point of conversation my whole life. So I'm not opposed to it.
We had a guy shade us, or Derek thought he was shading us in the comments on YouTube, and his name was spelled D-E-R-R-I-C-K, so he had to slam him for having the ultra long spelling of it.
Well, I don't.
Spelled the wrong way.
There's no two. I don't think I've rarely ever seen two that are the same. Whenever you meet two of just the D-E-R-E-Ks, it's like seeing two little tchotchkes together at like Home Goods.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. The only
salt
other
and pepper
Derek that I know
shakers.
that has the same name as me is Derek Jeter, but I couldn't think of another one off.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one. Yeah.
That's an easy one.
Top
that has the
tier
same-
Derek. Welcome back to this episode of the Naturals Pod. As always, I'm Uncle Kyle, seated on the other end of the couch. The best goddamn podcast producer on the planet, Sweet Derek, the producer.
What's up, Natties? Let's go.
And today we have a very special guest, also named Derek, but with an A. Welcome to the show, Darek Riley.
What's up, guys?
What's up? Welcome. Hell yeah.
So, for a little context for everyone at home, this beautiful painting that sits behind me that has been in the studio for, I cannot believe it, an entire year is a piece that you did.
Yeah. I made this.
About it. Yeah.
When I first met Kyle, did you come to the private studio? Was that where you saw me the first time?
Yeah. Yep.
I do tattoos by trade here in town, but I also make a lot of other artwork as well. And Kyle and his sister came to see me at the private studio that I used to work in. They got a couple of little tattoos there. And Kyle had mentioned to me about this studio that you guys had put together. And he definitely undersold it to me. Like I came in here and it looked really, really cool. But the most underwhelming part about it was that there was no cool artwork on the walls.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I don't even think we had this at the time, right? I don't even think we had that. Did we?
We may have, but like, you know, overall.
The walls were bare. For
yeah,
that.
there was like you guys had the neons and a couple of other.
Oh yeah, there's been some evolutions. We got the posters now. The cutoff counter's gone. I try to be better about letting people into conversation, unless it's Jeff Leach and he comes back on. I'm steamrolling you, Jeff, for viciously roasting me the last time you were here. But yeah, it's you know, we pay attention to the podcast space, obviously, because we're in it. And the main thing that I see with most of them is it's in a black room. There's nothing in the background. There's nothing that really stands out or pops or said, this is our podcast. So, you know, the wallpaper I picked, we got that, we got this. We try to make it our own individual space. Like when you see a screenshot of this podcast, you're like, boom, natural spot.
Yeah, and I'll throw this out there. If anyone else is also like an artist and you do like dope art, send us some shit and we'll like hang it up on. We'll hang up fan art on the walls. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's an honor to have yours on there, dude. It's dope. So, like, how did you come up with like that idea? Like when you come up with a painting, things like that. How did it go? Just looking at the room and kind of got the idea? Or?
Yeah, I honestly like with most things, I feel like most of my art just kind of like comes to me like a lightning strike kind of thing. Like, I saw the room, saw the vibe that it kind of gave, and then I just went home and made the thing.
Sick.
I mean, I don't know, draw a lot of inspiration from where we are, things that we see. Like we live in one of the coolest cities in the entire world. You see a lot of art kind of budding up around our town that we live in.
Yeah, the
now.
art district and stuff too has a lot of cool stuff down there as well, and they have like the First Friday stuff, so there's always artists down there.
Yeah. And for being a big metropolitan city, it's definitely bubbling up. So I've been drawing a lot of inspiration from there, and that's kind of what I put together here.
What makes me like it too is and this is like a good thing. This isn't a bad thing. It gives me like Fallout vibes, kind of. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. I love the show and I love the game, but just like that style of like the, you see what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you've seen Fallout or know the video game or the show. Both great, but it kind of has that vibe with kind of the face and just the stuff she's wearing. It's very Fallout-y, which is perfect because they even have a game called Fallout Las Vegas. So
that's cool. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. As soon as you started talking about it, I was completely gone for a few minutes, but then I jumped back in. I know I'll get there eventually. Like I have 2 little kids, so I know I'll eventually get into the video games kind of things. But like video games just completely missed me as a little kid.
Okay.
And now it's a whole new thing.
Are you a TV show guy at least? Like, do you watch TV shows?
I watch TV sometimes, but
I would say if there's one thing to do, forget the video game. Just watch the show on Amazon Prime called Fallout. It's very good.
I agree.
Okay.
Like, that's what I would say.
Cool.
Yeah, you could ignore the video game.
Even if you watch like 10 minutes of the first episode, you would understand the reference. You'd be like, damn, my painting fits.
Yeah. Okay. Sick. Sick.
Which makes it dope. Yeah.
Well, I could definitely get into that.
Yeah, it's sick. It's like that style for sure.
So, being a tattoo artist, have you, and obviously we have checked the box that you haven't watched a lot of TV, so obviously you haven't seen this show, but I'm not sure if it's still currently running. There was this show on MTV called How Far Is Tattoo Far? And Derek's going to pull that up. But the basic premise is 2 people who are either, they had different themes to episodes. Some of them were best friends. Some of them were exes. Some of them were in active relationships. And you would think if you're going to pick a tattoo for somebody else and they're picking one for you, you want to give them something that they'll like. So like if Derek doesn't have a lot of tattoos like I do, and obviously you do, but he does have one of a Grim Reaper holding a guitar because he's a guitarist.
That's a pretty sick tattoo.
It's dope. I like it. I got it when I was 16. Probably needs to be colored in again or whatever.
But that's sick.
Yeah, thanks.
It's very it's like an iconic tattoo.
Yeah, I'm a
Grim Reaper guitar. It's got all the things. It's got all the things that you'd want for a cool tattoo.
Yep.
And he loves metal and stuff. So I would try to pick something cool in that vein that he would enjoy. Or if I really did want to whammy him, I'd give him the classy tribal band.
But even that would be sick.
Yeah, I'm not a tribal guy, but I don't hate on it either. But yeah, no, I'd want something more like dark and metal. Like that's kind of like my vibe. So if I want another tattoo. So like I don't really have current ideas right now. But if I had like on the fly, you have to pick something. It would be something along the lines of like metal, dark.
Natties, if you comment a tattoo for Derek and it gets 1,000 likes, he's getting the tattoo. Boom.
All right, yeah, sure.
But the crazy thing about this show, you can see from some of the screen grabs, is these people, I feel like a lot of it is scripted, and you could even look at some of the footage. Some of the tattoos look like they may not be real, because you know what it looks like when you finish one. It's fresh. And
Sure. I know some of this is probably produced, but regardless, I know this all exists. This is definitely yeah.
Have you ever had anyone come in and ask you for something like pretty wild and you're like, whoa?
Oh, yeah. No, I've definitely got a lot of really wild requests in my day. But as a young tattooer or like somebody working in a walk-in style shop. Like if you're trying to get that grind and trying to get that money, man, like you're not going to let the people walk out the door. Like I used to work in some places where it's like the cut between the shop and the artist is 50-50, man. So it's like any walk-in that comes in is like you're just like scrape and grind and trying to get that money, man.
Is that good or is that bad?
That's
50-50
pretty
split?
terrible.
Yeah,
oh really?
That's pretty
Okay.
terrible. Like that's harsh, man. Like that's rough.
Well, and that's why you prefer to be in a situation where you lease your own studio and you pretty much
renting
get to take everything.
is the way to go. But I mean, even in this current age of tattooing, just getting through commission is easy enough.
And you're basically like, when you're in a studio, you're only working off of like doing your like commission base, right? Like, so it does matter if someone comes in or not. Otherwise,
sure, appointment only, those sorts of things. But no, I've definitely, going back to what you're saying, like I've definitely had some wild requests, but nothing to this extent, but definitely some situations where you question it a little bit, but you're like, if the person's coming in, like they're obviously passionate about their choice that they're bringing into you, so it's like you want to kind of read them and not kind of like, if somebody comes in, like they got that money burning a hole in their pocket, they got that idea burning a hole in their head, and it's like you don't want to take away their birthday, right? Like they'll be extremely disappointed, kind of thing.
Would you even touch something like this though? Because some of them are insane. Like you could see the one on top says sperm donor.
Yeah.
I remember there's one where they tattooed a toilet with like doo-doo stains on it, and like most of these are slams. Like people take the opportunity to ruin the other person.
Like the one right there says "you dumped" instead of with the YouTube symbol, and it's like a toilet. Like what?
Yeah. Not even for 15 minutes. This definitely wouldn't even be for me, but I know there's some people out there who do it, man. Like and more power for them, man. But not for my 15 minutes. I'll take my 15 minutes somewhere else.
What got you into tattooing? I want to backtrack. Like, what decided like you wanted to go into that art form, and like how did you get into tattooing? I do find that interesting.
Oh, honestly, just pissing off my parents.
Let's go, rebellion.
When I first got into tattooing was early 2000s.
Okay.
The styles were Americana. We had a lot of tribal going.
Bald eagles,
barbed wire band. Maybe that's what we do for Derek.
All the ladies had like the little tiny like Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, like the little tattoos in the bikini line.
Yeah.
I think that was very popular at the time.
The Playboy bunny, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Really remember that, dude?
You know what we're on.
Derek's like, I could do a Playboy bunny with my eyes closed.
Oh, probably not with
these bitches.
Probably not with my eyes closed. I wouldn't trust myself with my eyes closed.
Well, fair.
But the area where I grew up in, it was really easy to sort of like get away with doing hood rat shit with your friends. Okay. And I had a friend who was either like his dad or his uncle or something, did tattoos out of his house.
Okay.
And taught us how to make homemade tattoo machines. And really, like, the couple of us who were there were off to the races. Like,
are we talking like prison style cassette
super
tape with a pen?
Batteries, Walkman motors, like the whole business. But I mean, we were off to the races, man. And I always was into drawing tattoo style stuff for people. And then when I had friends who were old enough to start getting tattoos, like I would start going into the tattoo shops with those friends, right? And the town that I grew up in only had a few tattoo shops in it, and one of them, the owner at the time, was super warm to me and super kind to me, had seen some of the drawings that I brought in and like had sent me away with a few projects. Like I had brought him back a few paintings. He taught me how to do all the sanitation stuff. Like I would come and watch him tattoo every once in a while before and after work, before and after school kind of thing. And that was really it. I kind of hung around there for a little while until right after I finished high school, I got a ticket out of my hometown and took what very few skills I had at the time on the road with me. And that's pretty much it.
It is such a daunting career. I couldn't even be a barber. I would be besides myself if I did a bad job. Because at that time, now they have the whole limbs you can get. I've heard that it doesn't like perfectly resemble tattooing on an actual person, but it's practice without having to go, what did you want? Oh, a unicorn? Oh, you got a donkey. Sorry.
And some of it now, like, I mean, I actually just bought some, and it's kind of creepy how weirdly similar it is, because it has like it's like textured like flesh, but it's rubber, man. Like it's odd. It's definitely odd.
If they make some with like some little hair coming out of it, that's when you know we crossed the line.
Oh, it's probably out there. I would not be I would not be one to think that it's not out there.
So what was the very first thing, and was it with a Walkman motor and a pen tattoo machine? Like, what was the first thing that you did? Did you hit a buddy with one? Did you
a lot of it
yourself?
was just like scratching bud leaves and like doing little stupid shit, anarchy A's, like
hell yeah,
stuff on your friends at the skate park, that kind of stuff. Like,
did you tattoo yourself a little bit too? Like
no, I never tattooed myself.
Okay,
I only actually just tattooed myself a few years ago. I did this snake down here on my leg just before COVID. I had gotten some new equipment in, and I needed to test it out on myself before I brought it out into the public. But no, as a kid, I never did any sort of work on myself. I still have my very first tattoo from when I was 14 years old down on my little ankle. I don't think I'll ever cover it up. That was from that time. That was definitely...
Is it the lightning bolt?
No, the one right next to it, that Chanky looking key that's right on my little footy right there. A little memory. That's all it is now.
The tattooing yourself thing is low-key masochistic, because like you do a big tattoo on somebody and you're trying to get your client through it. You're trying to gauge their threshold of pain. You want somebody who every 10 minutes is like, okay, I need a break. Okay, I need a break, because you want to get it done. But like when you're tattooing yourself, you just go, I'm tapping out. I'm done.
It's not for me. It's like my least favorite thing in the world to do. I mean, like, I'm a heavily tattooed individual. I kind of enjoy the process. It's like a little me time. You get to go kind of like disassociate your way through some time. And so it's like, it's the last thing I want to do is to like try to relax while my own adrenaline is hitting me in the face while I'm trying to work and pull straight lines.
Well, because some of the times too, right? Someone brings an idea to you, and then you're kind of drawing out that idea from them talking about the idea, correct? Like, or
sure, I'll do it that way. Sometimes we'll do things live. Normally, I like to take things away, do a little homework. But if we're just doing like a little drawn on or something live in the studio where I'm just freehanding something organic or something like that on you, we're just rapping. I'm hearing a story that you have sort of going on, and we'll just throw it together.
That's sick. I would imagine, like, as a tattoo artist too, it's got to be kind of what's like the best word for this? It's probably got to feel very like spiritual or cool, in the sense that when you're like tattooing someone, that's something that's going to be on them for the rest of their lives, right? So there's got to be like a lot of honor in that too, to some degree. That, like, you're carrying around, like, that's why you probably take a lot of pride in it too, because it's like, as an artist, you're like, oh shit, this is going to be on someone's body for like their life, showing off.
And I mean, I take the same sort of pride in my like in my other artwork as well, that it's like, if it's something that is going to be like it's like an extension of you a little bit, like a little like little Harry Potter-esque, like you're kind of like putting a little bit of yourself out there to hopefully like carry on and do something a little bit bigger than you. I mean, like, as a tattoo, like, you can travel all over the world, go to thousands of different places, get seen by 10,000 different eyes, and it's something that took me 2 hours to draw, and it's a super cool experience.
That's sick. No, I've sucked at drawing, and I've always wanted to draw, so like I admire people that are sick at drawing.
And I think I suck at drawing too, honestly. Like, I draw every day and I still think I suck at drawing. So it's,
well, you do a lot more of the digital stuff just because it's more convenient to get the reps in, right? Like, you're drawing on an iPad, or do you do a lot of physical drawing with pens and pencils?
I've gone back to a lot of the physical mediums. My current obsession is doing a lot of charcoal drawings. We have somebody in our studio that I work with right now.
It's like on some Leonardo da Vinci type shit.
The Titanic and shit, dude. You're like, paint my French woman.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
And it's such a tactile thing, like, and I'm so bad at it. So bad at it. But it's fun to suck at something again.
Yeah,
it's fun to like
get better at it.
Yeah, it's fun to like get some reps in and like do it over and over and over again.
Sick. No, like I said, I love the painting, so thanks again for that. That's really dope. But you mentioned, like, have you traveled to other countries and other places to, like, see, like, tattoos and their styles and kind of how they are, like, in traditions of other countries and stuff?
I wish, but when I was a little kid, one of the things that I was super into, which I think is what got me into really loving tattoos, is that I always loved going through Nat Geo magazines.
I like that stuff too, dude. Yeah,
and
also,
seeing a lot of the tribal tattooing, like
scarification.
Yeah, all, like the branding, all these different native tattoos that existed out in the world. Like I remember these specific image of these Borneo tribal members that's like they had very like sharp angles. It was like very thorny and round and organic looking tattoos. That's like kind of like what our modern looking tribal was probably based on. But like it was so cool and so striking.
That's sick.
And I don't know. I always wanted to like somehow like get that sort of aesthetic or like have that in mind.
To Sweet Derek's point, I do think there is something, I have quite a few friends who get tattoos for fun. They don't even know what they're getting when they go in. I actually recently got another Friday the 13th tattoo.
Cute.
And picked it on the spot. But even then, it still has meaning. Our friend Tracy went with me. She had never gotten a Friday the 13th tattoo. So I just look at that and I'm like, oh, that's my Friday the 13th tattoo with my friend Tracy. But some have a lot more meaning, like the tattoo that I have on my chest, the chest piece that was done by Kelly Severson. Shout out to Kelly, he's the GOAT. It's a dove with roses, which is to represent an aunt that I lost, my Aunt Peggy, and my grandma loved this poem called Two Roses. And then on the other side, there's a raven with nightshade, which is used to make hemlock poison. So it's kind of like a little balance of good and evil and stuff. But for me, this is the one thing that would drive me crazy about being a tattoo artist. If somebody's like comes in with a bunch of references and then they're picking apart your drawing and stuff. Like for me personally, I go in and I say, this is what I'm looking for. And then I just let the artist do. It's similar to this. I know that Caitlin gave you a general idea of what we wanted for our little memorial tattoo and you drew it. Did she nitpick you on this?
No, not at all. Not at all. I've had some micromanagers in my day. But yeah, most of the time, unless somebody is like dead set on something that they are after, normally it's like, you come to McDonald's because you want to have McDonald's. Like you don't go to McDonald's because you want to have Taco Bell.
Yeah,
So it's like, you go to the artist because you want what they make. Like you want their...
Yeah, I'm that way. Like I'm not one to... And this isn't a knock on like the Friday the 13th and the little quick tattoos you can get. But I'm the same way. Like I want to like give you an idea of like, hey, this is kind of the vibe I want. Draw me something sick. And then I kind of want to see your creative mind away. You come up and they go, oh, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, and if you need to make some little adjustments, if you're like, oh, like I love this, but maybe I don't like this part. Like... That's easy. Like that's why we have digital tools and erasers, man. Like that's what.
What's one of the biggest pieces you've done? Have you done like a full back and like stuff like that?
Full backs, full sleeves, things like that.
How intense is that as like an artist? Because I know as a person receiving it, intense, but as an artist, like how do you stay locked in for like hours and shit like that? It's just kind of just practice and just.
I don't know. Like honestly, it's like an endurance kind of thing,
like a flow state thing, kind of.
Yeah, like like something like this, for instance. Like it's like once you peel the onion back like just a little bit, like it's you have to finish the puzzle. And like especially with tattooing, it's like once you start, for instance, like once you dig into somebody for the very first time kind of thing, like you're locked in until that thing is done, or until your client taps out kind of thing. So it's like a give and take sort of process. Like you can have a plan to begin with, like, oh, we're going to go for this many hours kind of thing, but it's a practiced thing. And once you start, it's like you're in it until it's done. Yeah.
That's sick.
I just think the art is the most pure. Like I said, this is kind of biased opinion because it's what I do. Like I said, when I just go, this is what I want, and I let you do your version of
true
that.
art, yeah.
Because like most of the time when somebody looks at your tattoos, they'll say, oh, that looks great, and the second thing they ask is, who did it?
Sure, yeah. Or like, what does that mean? Like,
I mean, that is always the funniest one with certain people that have tattoos. The guy that did this one, that was one of the first small tattoos I did. He went by the name of Monster, and I was there when this happened. He got a tattoo. One of the other artists in the shop drew it up, and it was a turd with angel wings and a halo, and then it said, "Holy shit," underneath it. And, you know,
that's like one of these guys, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
except he willingly got it because we're all like, nobody's getting that. And the monster guy goes, "I'll get it. Do it as a tramp stamp."
It's me. Yeah, that's.
And he appeared on, I can't remember the name of the show. It was one of those, you know, reality TV type tattoo shows, actually based here in Vegas. But they had this bit that they would do every episode where they walk up and down the Las Vegas Strip, and they'd say, "Show us your bad tattoo." And I just happened to be watching it one time, and I saw him approaching them, and I'm like, this guy's got the worst tattoo ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Did it show? He ended up getting on.
Well, they have to blur it, obviously, because it looked like a piece of poo with wings and a halo.
That's
like, it was kind of gross.
At one of the local conventions here recently, they gave away a couple sessions of laser for worst tattoo in the building.
Oh, okay. That's cool. You're getting rid of it. Have you done cover-ups?
Oh, yeah. It's actually kind of like a specialty of mine, or at least something that I enjoy doing quite a bit.
Yeah, turning something that's trash into gold.
Or at least like sprucing it up. Like some things are only savable to a point. I mean, I'm not a wizard by any means. And there are some wizards out there. I mean, I work with some wizards.
Okay.
That's like
whoa.
Well, that's why the laser thing is so cool, because I know there's some shops now that do both, where they can lighten the existing tattoo enough to where you can really have more.
Yeah, have a lot more leeway.
Have a more liberty about what you're doing, because I know in certain ones you have like a big area that's really dark, and you're like, ooh, how am I gonna hide that? What am I gonna make that look like? Like, how am I gonna incorporate that with the new designs? That's tough.
But I enjoy doing it. It's kind of like a fun mystery that you get to solve, like a little puzzle. You get to work your way backwards.
That's sick. I like that. You know, I heard that it's funny enough too. I've heard that lasering a tattoo off hurts more than getting the actual tattoo.
It's bad. It's really bad. I've had a few sessions done on my ribs and on my abdomen, and I would get tattooed 10,000 more times than I would.
That's a statement.
Than I would do it. Like, it's bad. Like, yes, the now in the modern day, like the tools have gotten a little bit more sophisticated, but I mean, it's still pretty terrible.
Sick.
It's like the equivalent of pouring like hot bacon grease all over yourself.
Oh,
like,
God.
Like, you know, when you're cooking and you get that little snap that comes up on you, like that little
dang, it's that level, but that's
yeah. Imagine like 15 minutes of just that.
That's insane. Do you have like a specific story of like a tattoo that had like the most meaning to you, or maybe someone that like a celebrity or someone that like you kind of tattooed, or like I remember this, or anything that kind of stands out as far as from your tattoo career?
I've done a lot of memorial tattoos in my career. Obviously, like those are super cool. I can only talk so much about the celebrity portion. I've tattooed a few
NDA'd out of his mind.
Yeah, I've tattooed a few people of name here in Las Vegas that are. It was a super cool experience. Just being here is probably like the luckiest part about it. Having people reach out to you being like, oh, like, I know that you have a private studio. I know these are the kinds of tattoos that you do. Would you be interested in tattooing these people?
Oh, okay.
Kind of thing. Sick. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like, of course, 1,000%. Like, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, that's got to be like a cool moment for you as an artist and as a tattoo guy, I'm sure. Is like, oh,
yeah. I mean, and if anybody's interested, like, just see me on Instagram and scroll down. You can see it there. I'm not a name dropper person or a gloater.
Check it out. It is pretty cool. I do know who it is, but we ain't telling you.
But I think every tattoo is meaningful. Like, just to answer your question, like, I early in my career, I was given a bit of wisdom from a mentor that said, I wasn't allowed to tell people I did tattoos if I didn't do any tattoos that day.
Oh, okay.
So
wow.
Every opportunity that I get to come into the studio, to set up my equipment, to put some reps in is so meaningful. I mean, even in the beginning of your conversation, like we were talking about how that must mean and that energy exchange, like, and being the tat man that gets to like translate your ideas into something that makes you feel better about yourself when you leave. Like that in and of itself is all I came to the studio to do.
Sick. I love that.
You're almost like a form of a therapist as a tattoo, because I've been in tattoo shops many times where artists have said no, or they just go to great lengths to say, are you sure this is what you want? I mean, we did an episode, I was in a tattoo shop when a chick had the tongue splitting, like, and I got to watch it, and it looked like immediate regret the second it happened. Like even this guy, when I walked back, I mean, he hadn't seen that I already have tattoos on my hands and stuff, but the first thing he said is, the hand, are we sure about this? What kind of a job do you have? Like, are you sure this is what you want? And I think that's good. I mean, if people are hell bent on having something, then, and you're willing to do it, clearly there's a price for everything. I saw this funny reel on Instagram where they were asking each tattoo artist in the shop how much they would have to get paid to tattoo somebody's butthole.
Oh, that's...
That seems like that would be painful too. I don't know.
That would be the worst spot to get tattooed.
Just a regular rate, honestly. Like
really, you're not even doing a special price on that.
No. I have tattooed a butthole before, but it's not a like, it's just a much more invasive experience. Like it's just like, you know, going to get a Brazilian wax or going to get
you're just like 3 inches from it.
Yeah, you just go.
Nice. That's funny.
When you're tattooing, as people who have tattoos know, and for other tattoo artists out there, you gotta like you stretch the skin, so you make sure that you get a nice clean line and you get the shading in there. Well, how did that work?
There's a position that you can be in that's pretty comfortable. If you want to demonstrate here for us, Kyle,
I think I know what that position is, and after pod, I will have Derek take a picture of me doing it, because I'm pretty sure I know exactly what it is.
There's a position that's pretty comfortable that for you and for me that we could get this thing done, but not for the video.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I would be extremely worried about a fart. I'm not gonna lie. What did they get? What was it?
It was just a star, like a star around it.
That makes sense. That does make sense. That's wild. That's hilarious.
I don't think I could, or I would have to charge like $1,000 butthole premium.
When you're hungry, brother, you'll take anything that comes in the door.
Nah.
I can understand that. Yeah.
It was funny because like with the forcing a customer forcing what they want. I had a buddy, and it was his first tattoo too. This was, oh my God, this was almost 20 years ago. I'm getting old. But he wanted a cross. This was kind of like a tattoo that had meaning to him as well. He went to diversity, which I know is kind of like...
Well, he didn't have very much money. He went to a place where he knew that he was going to get his money's worth.
Correct. So
I used to work in places like that. I mean, like, I have no qualms with people who go to those tattoo shops. Like, and they are just in lesser parts of town.
Discount tattoo for sure.
Well, it's funny because the place he went to is still there. It's right on the corner of Craig and Rancho. But he wanted a cross with 2 4-leaf clovers.
Sure.
So the artist draws it up. Nice, simple cross. And at the base of it, 2 4-leaf clovers and like some little shoots to make it look kind of grassy and natural and stuff. He wanted the clovers on top of the cross, like sitting on like the cross part of the cross.
You're saying, okay.
And he said it to the artist, and that guy like took a deep breath, and he was like, "You don't want it like that. You don't want this. I guarantee you it's going to look weird. You don't want it." He drew it up for him too and everything. He sat there for a half hour trying to talk him out of it, and finally he was like, "Okay, this is what you want." The second it got done, he looked in the mirror.
It looks a little phallic, right? Like it looks like a penis and balls. Like,
well, that, and it just looked weird because like the stems of the 4-leaf clovers were going up. The artist was right, but he immediately had the face of, I should have just listened to him. And let that happen.
But you do what you got to do.
Yeah, I would say you definitely probably want to listen to artists in that. So one of the fun shows that I used to love is like, were you an Ink Master guy? I used to love watching Ink Master.
I only just recently know what that is.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, with
Okay.
Dave Navarro. I thought that show was really cool, putting tattoo artists under pressure and battling it out against other artists to like do the best artwork. And
I think it's cool. I think it's definitely like any exposure that we can get at this point. Like there are some goats out there. Like I know there's some ink masters, a couple here in town that I know of that are incredible.
oh
Like,
yeah, some of the artwork they would do would be like truly mind blowing.
greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Like, and how they pull it together, how their minds work. I'd love to sit with them for a day. Like that would be goals.
Do you have a specific? I'm not going to pretend like I know a bunch of artists, but do you have an artist that you like look up to and like you kind of admire in that world where you're like, holy shit, his work is like.
I look
surreal?
up to a lot of artists now. There's so many. I mean, like you can 10 minutes of scrolling through Instagram and you see some tattoos that'll just make your jaw hit the floor. But locally here in town, best of the best is probably DJ Tamby.
Okay.
He's I know he's won Ink Master a few times. I know he was like a judge, something like that. But that dude is like master of all styles. And from what I hear, he's really fast. Like I know a couple people who have gotten tattooed by him who say that it's like a relatively something that would take me like 6 hours or something to do, he can do in 4.
Whoa,
or like
damn.
something wild like that.
That
like,
is insane, yeah.
But just to be a master of all of those styles and to be able to pull it together in different and various ways, I think like that's what we're all striving for, right?
Would
like,
you do a show like that and kind of put your art under scrutiny and kind of like
1,000% now, I think.
Yeah.
Now that I know that they exist, I would love to put my artwork up on a national stage.
That'd be
or some sort of
I think they got
international
rid of the
stage,
show,
yeah.
unfortunately. I don't even
The majority, no, I think they're still doing
they're
it.
still doing it? Okay.
I mean, I
I feel
could
like
be
I've seen it in a
wrong.
while, but-
Look that up in post, Derek.
Yep.
The human canvases are such Karens. Like, I think a lot of them don't understand the situation you're stepping into. Like, a lot of the times, like, especially with the bigger tattoos I've had, there's an appointment. I told Kelly and the other guys, little Louie, what I wanted. I left. They drew. I might have not even come back the same day. Like, there's like phases to this,
Sure,
so you
yeah.
really get the design locked in and they're ready to go and everything. Versus the Ink Master, I think it happens. Maybe they chop it up in producing and it is over a couple of days, but they pick their human canvas. They have challenges. You've watched the show, obviously. They have challenges.
Yeah.
The winner of the challenge gets to decide the order, or they get to hand out the human canvases, because each person will say, this is what I want, this is where I want it. So obviously, when you're under a certain time constraint and stuff, you want a tattoo that's a manageable size, that's not in a nightmare area for the client where they're going to be just like, because like one guy wanted his whole head done, and it was one of those situations where the artist was like, bro, I can't do this in this period of time. I don't want to give you a half-done tattoo.
Yeah.
I'm competing. I want something that can put me in a position to where I could potentially win this. You're fucking me.
Oh,
Like,
there's
pick
people.
something
There's
else.
people on the show that have come on that have made the artist, like, I would argue, even lose that week because of like the fucking client. But it's also, if you're getting a free tattoo, you should be stoked for that. But I would imagine, as like a tattoo artist, have you dealt with like a tough client and someone that you're like, ooh, and like maybe you like didn't pull the trigger on them because they just were asking for like an unrealistic thing? Or
I've definitely had some toughies in my day, but I think especially in tattooing, I think like attracts like. And I think any more the kind of people who I'm interested in, or the kind of people who come to me, are the same people who are interested in what I'm interested in, which is just like making cool tattoos for cool people.
Yeah.
Like,
And you just have a good energy.
and the
You're
cool
good
people, they just
Good
keep
vibe,
rolling in. Like, I mean, that's just how it is.
sick. Yeah, no, I love that. I just think I just like that show because I think it was cool to just see people like and compete and week to week and the stress of that and stuff. But Kyle's right. Some of the people you're describing, it's like, damn, you're getting a free tattoo from like arguably a phenomenal artist, and you're like nitpicking and asking all these crazy shit. It's like, just get the fucking tattoo and be stoked that you're there. But I don't people are
too.
No, I know. Yeah, they probably
they gotta amp up the drama.
They probably force that in there. They're like, let's get these fucking
because they have the human canvas panel where they all look at each other's piece and then they pick. I can't remember if they pick somebody who's the best or the worst. But yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like people are unaware. A lot of them, shockingly, a lot of them are like getting their first tattoo ever, which is like bold move doing it on TV.
There was one thing that I kind of wanted to share here, like on the back end, that I thought was pretty wild, and I kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion on that.
All right, hit us. First, we need to look at a Charmin ad. The Charmin Bears.
So this lady had late husband's tattoo cut from his corpse, framed as a cool tribute. It does so much more than a picture. So basically, she cut off this person's skin.
Yeah.
Okay, you know about this.
I've been seeing this online a ton.
Well, now I need to see what it looks like.
It looks pretty sick. It's interesting.
She looks unhinged. The smile on that one. Oh boy.
No.
Oh.
Like, it's like you can totally see it. Like and see the whole. People collect macabre and like weird taxidermy shit in their house. Like, why not have some taxidermy shit of somebody's tattoo?
I mean, is that it? Is that it preserved?
Yeah,
right there?
That's exactly what it is.
I am honestly shocked that looks that good.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've seen ones that are like people's hand and forearm, like, and they have it stretched and filleted out, like to look like a. It's intense for sure, but I mean, like. Dog, like I would totally collect something like this. Like
Dad and Caitlin, if I die first, before you cremate me, because we believe in cremation in this family, just get the whole chest piece and mount me over the fireplace.
Set
me up there with the arms too.
Or like I'm looking at this couch right now because like, can you just see me as like one of these cushions? Just my face just stretched across the back.
No, dude, we're not. What's that one freaking serial killer, dude?
Hannibal Lecter type shit.
Yeah, dude. We're not.
Hello, Clarice.
But I've seen this. I've seen a ton of this stuff, and I would have stuff like this in my house.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah. I found it very intriguing, interesting, a little creepy, but I agree. As far as like looking at that, it's like it actually holds up very well. It's actually surprising.
Oh, I think it's cool as shit.
Cool. So it is a cool. Like I guess it's a cool memory of someone.
I'm just a hater. I guess it's a touching tribute. Everything's good.
Yeah. I mean, like people keep their relatives like hair, teeth, like I
keep my dog's hair. I don't have any of my
like
mother's
ashes,
teeth or anything. Sure,
like,
okay.
You know, it's like the same kind of stuff. Like I would have some of my granddad's tattoos, like in some cool frames like this.
I respect it. Yeah, I don't think it's like too crazy.
If they were old, like Sailor Jerry style, I could see that being dope.
That's exactly like
what is that? That's Pawpaw up there.
Yeah, my granddad's got some really cool Navy tattoos from the 60s that's something like that would look dope. Like,
I agree. It is wild. I mean, I never really thought that this was something that someone would do or could do, so I just thought it was a very intriguing,
that's wild, for sure. It's definitely wild and out there.
Yeah.
So mentioning local artists, because there is somebody really cool I don't know how long he's lived here. I know he's working at a tattoo studio, and I'm sure he is very hard to book. But have you heard of Carl Grace?
Yeah, I work with him.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
He's incredible. Okay. He does I don't know how often he does these pieces or if he strictly does this, but he does what he calls gracing.
Yeah.
And he essentially just takes the skin and tattoos on it. No stencil, no like drawing. Yeah. He just goes.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Have you watched him do that live?
Yeah. And he's actually the reason why I'm like super into charcoal drawing right now. He does some of these charcoal drawings that are outrageous, and he hosted a little art night at our studio. And since then, I've been obsessed. Like I got all the stuff. Like I've just been doing it every day just to try to get better at it. But yeah, no, he's a phenomenal artist.
Derek will have to throw up a couple of his pieces because he does a lot of like very like hyper realistic type stuff, and the fact that he doesn't use any stencil and he just, I would assume, throws the headphones on.
I mean, there has to be like a level of pressure as an artist where you're like, ooh, I don't even have anything to stencil on here, right? That would probably be intense to freehand tattoo, or like, is that an extreme level of difficulty?
Not necessarily. Okay. I think if you have a vision in your mind of where you're gonna start, like the finish is when you finish, kind of thing. Like,
would you do that if somebody was like, I want you to just
1,000%? I would definitely. I don't think I would trust myself without a few trials to go in no stencil, but I do stuff like pen on the skin, like draw things live in the studio all the time. It's actually one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, because the piece then flows with the body more, because instead of just like drawing on a piece of paper and trying to stick the stencil, you can see like how the musculature is
What would you say you're
connected.
like, what's your favorite or like your go-to style for like your art, like if you have one?
My artwork looks very like pretty and organic looking. I think that's like those are the two words that I would use to describe.
You're like a fine line guy too, right? I think Kyle's telling me like
yeah, I'm a tools guy. Definitely a tools guy. That's I for some reason have a knack for all the different line weights and things like that, so I can do some of the biggest, fattest lines down to like the needles that's like a piece of angel hair pasta.
Damn.
Put that all together.
Sick.
But yeah, I mean, even just this little small tattoo that Kyle has on his wrist, like it's flowy looking. It has a lot of like, it has some definition into it,
sick.
some details. Like, so I would say, yeah, it's organic and
very pretty. Like your work reminds me of something like in a notebook, like someone that draws like really intricate, like almost field notes, like as somebody who like observes nature,
illustrative
like
kind
I love
of stuff.
it.
Yeah, Autobahn kind of drawings. Yeah,
sick. I love it. Yeah, that's dope.
And nature looks good on everybody. Like I don't know. Ever since I started tattooing, I've always loved drawing like leaves and flowers and different things on people. I think it's.
I like the Japanese style too. So like those kind of trees and that artwork and the samurai shit. I love that stuff too. I noticed your sleeve there.
Imagine Derek with a full Yakuza bodysuit.
That wouldn't make sense on me. But
yeah. I've loved it too. It's like
sick. Yeah,
my like top 3 favorite styles of tattooing.
Yeah, I love it.
I think if I was able to like go back to like my 15-year-old self and start all over again and be like, this is the style of tattooing I want to dive into, like I could do something like this forever. Like I would love to be drawing Japanese dragons.
Yeah, sick. I love like samurai shit too.
Yeah,
like,
gods and yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
cool,
absolutely stunning. And the artists, especially tattoo artists who do bodysuits and sleeves, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
What's your take on it? Because one of the big new popular things, especially amongst a lot of these athletes that want like a full shirt front and back, they want these really big pieces, but they don't want to come back over and over and over for sessions, so they put them under anesthesia.
Yeah.
And then there's 4 artists just working on them. That's intense. I mean, a lot of people say that's cheating, but what you don't know is the recovery from that after getting your entire back or torso tattooed would be insane.
Yeah, it would be like having like a full body sunburn for a period of time.
Getting sunburned one day and then going out the next day and laying in the sun again to get a sunburn on top of your sunburn and rinse repeat like several times. That's probably what that feels like. It'd be intense.
I'm not like anything else. I am a freedom above everything else kind of person. And if you have the money to put yourself under, the money to pay 4 artists to crack on you at one time, more power to you, big dog. Like big dog. Like that's an achievement in and of itself.
I want to go under anesthesia as few times in my life as possible, because that would be, you can't even get into heaven. Jesus wouldn't let you in. If you got there at the gate and it's like, what happened to you? It's like, I wanted to get my entire body tattooed at once, and the anesthesia,
I mean,
put me to sleep.
I've been asleep for 16 hours before, and that's like a when you're waking up, it's like a mummy waking up from 1,000 years of sleep kind of thing.
For sure.
That's a long time. Yeah.
Well, Derek with an A, thank you for coming on. Do you have anything you would like to plug?
No, you guys, just myself. I'm a local artist here in town. I make tattoos by trade. I make paintings. I do commission drawings, like whatever. Sometimes I fake it as a graphic designer. It's a crazy world out there. There's so much saturation, so many people making so much cool art out there right now. I just feel so blessed that you guys want to hang one of my pieces in here.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. We love it.
And
it gets complimented
thanks for doing that. It's awesome. Yeah, it literally gets complimented all the time, and I think it really does match the room like perfectly in our vibe. So it's really sick. We're honored to have it here, and thanks so much. And like as far as like your socials, like do you know can you hit us with your handle and stuff where people can follow you and find you?
Oh yeah, well Darek Riley, so it's a weird spelling. It's just
non-traditional.
Yeah, just anything in the Google, Instagram, DarekRiley is my Instagram handle, and you can search that on Google, find my website. It's see articles on there and pictures of other tattoos.
Check out his Instagram. Find out who that celebrity is.
And I will say real quick too, because we were talking about this slightly off camera, that I'll follow up with this on the callback. That if we get 1,000 likes on one of the things, I'll have Darek tattoo me live on the pod.
Oh yeah,
because I think that'd be a cool
even
moment,
run that too. That'd be hella cool.
We'll get a live tattoo on the pod because that would be sick, and we'll run that because I think
1,000 likes. Really cool, Darek gets a full Yakuza bodysuit on.
Not that far,
but you guys just had your 100th episode.
We did.
Yeah, that was a blast.
And I love. Derek said when I first got here, right? It's like if you guys make it to 200, right? We'll do another live show, and I'll tattoo you guys live.
Absolutely, yeah, and I truly mean that.
We'll thug it out. We'll get natural.
No, I don't think we'll go. I don't think we'll go that far. I don't think some of us want to have careers in our lives. And
I think that would be a cool moment. So truly, I'm going to hold that to you. We'll get that plan when we get to 200th episode. Definitely. We'll do it for sure, a live tattoo at that moment too, because that'd be sick. So.
Yeah, you guys rock.
Check out Derek's Instagram. Show his art some love. If you'd like to get a beautiful fine line tattoo, he's your guy.
Oh, you're very sweet, Kyle.
Thank you for coming. Yeah. Thank you for the beautiful artwork. We'll see you on the next one.
Later. So long, guys.
We'll see you on the next one. We'll see you on the next one.